name calling one another, stop cursing one another, stop gossiping about one another, stop squabbling with one another, stop being discourteous and disrespectful to one another, stop fighting one another, stop killing one another, stop using and selling drugs to one another, stop throwing down trash where black people have to live, work, and play. Did I say stop stealing, stop robbing? Now, as I said, the pressure of the white supremacy dynamic that forces black people to think negatively about themselves and set up negative environmental conditions will produce these negative behaviors. You see, but that's just like somebody putting you in check from the other side of the board. So you have to learn the tactics and strategies, the behavioral tactics and strategies, do you see, that will stop that from happening. So you're constantly on the offensive and the defense about preserving or evolving and developing a very positive image and concept.
Thank you for tapping in. This is Brian HRap B. Williams. This is a few minutes from HRap. Thank you again. If you're not watching this live, I need you to go to www.theendofthebench.com, www.theendofthebench.com, and watch this at your convenience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, as I said at the top of every show, dedicates this to Dolores and John. Dolores is my mom. John is my father. Together they came together, made me. I made this. Without them, you will be doing something else with your valuable time. Hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend to tap in. Hit, if you haven't already, subscribe to YouTube. Thank you. Now, I'm gonna talk about some pop culture things. I'm gonna step on some toes, but hey, anybody who knows me, if you supported me over the last few years, you understand that I don't care if I step on some toes. But what I'm gonna do is talk about some cultural things. And on a few minutes of HRap, what I do is try to make the world better for my great-grandchildren's grandchildren and your great-grandchildren's grandchildren. That's how I find the future I want us to start thinking. Because when we thinking that far into the future, we can't do anything but succeed. That's why I created a few minutes with HRap. Tonight, I'm going to talk about a cultural icon who is crashed and burned. He's basically a Frankenstein monster created by an entertainment industry that has been destroying our people since we start immersing ourselves into it. This is what I want us to do. Realize what we're up against. Realize what we've watched, and realize what we're being sucked into, a vortex of debauchery. We're being sucked into a vortex of debauchery, and people are laughing. People are snickering. People are gossiping about it. People are passing around rumors, and people are saying they're wagging their finger at people. And I think they're wagging their finger at the wrong people. Who are the wrong people to wag your finger at? You know what? It's easy to point the finger at Brother Combs. Brother Combs seems to be a monster. I don't know if any of this stuff is true, but if it is true, some of it is true. Because, if you're of a certain age, you've seen this time immemorial. You've been seeing this and hearing rumors about this, whether it be that one lady Jaguar, or that one brother Gene, and a myriad of other people. But what I want to talk about is the pain that is inflicted by telling this story. The pain that has been inflicted by telling this story is something no one seems to be talking about. See, I love my people, and I love my people enough to point the finger at my people, point the finger at myself, because guess what? The fact that I fired this up and I'm going to get a bunch of views, and I'm going to have people tapping in, and I'm going to have people leaving comments, that is a problem. Because I'm exploitative also. I'm exploiting my sisters and brothers who were exploited by this person in the music industry as well. Because I'm doing this because I want people to watch. I want people to watch because I want people to subscribe. I want people to subscribe so I can ultimately grow and grow. And as I grow, I'll get paid, and then I'll continue to advance the culture. But at the expense of whose pain? Who is going to suffer because rap might get a little extra money in his pocket? That's what we need to start talking about. The pain of our brother Combs acting a complete ass with people, and people standing around and watching it. See, a lot of people may be watching these documentaries and feeling sorry for the brothers and sisters who are in this documentary. But if you ask me, the true pain is with the people who did not have the courage to get on the screen. If he did this to the one lady, I can't think her name is Joy something, and if it was the one brother who wrote the songs and he woke up sore, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of snickered at him and I wagged my finger at him. I called them names in my head, and I called them names to my cousin and my main man when we talked about it. But what about the people who didn't have the courage to do this? What about the pain and suffering of the families that have to relive these damn stories? Do understand that it's a young lady and a young man? There are dozens of them somewhere throughout the United States of America who are exploited by people like our brother Sean, our brother Marion, Suge Knight, and other people in the music industry, and they're working at menial jobs, and they have had their talents and art stripped away from them and been reduced to nothing, and they've been sexually assaulted also. Ain't nobody talking about them. See, we could watch the Netflix joint and be like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Oh, wow, I can't believe this. We could do that. But what about the pain that has been inflicted by our brother Sean upon other people, and the other people in the music industry who have essayed other people, stripped them of their humanity, taken their art, exploited them, and then we go, oh, well, you should have known. What about those people? What about the ladies who have been essayed throughout since the beginning of the entertainment industry, and they sat down and they had to raise children? And they had to look their families in the face, and they had to look themselves in the mirror and get up and smile and hold their heads up high after being abused mentally, spiritually, and physically by people like Brother Combs. Nobody's talking about that. We're laughing at these people. We're laughing at them. And at what expense? You got our brother Curtis Jackson. He put this out, and it's clear what this is about, that brother. You want to, this is a revenge to it, because when you were out in the street fighting for your life, you said you're going to get these people back. Hey, bro, the fact that you're the only one out of jail, you got them back. You won. But that ain't enough for Brother Jackson. He must jump on the train of shame, and I'm a shamer. And then you're going to say it was in the name of telling the truth. Well, I need you to pull up old boy at Arista. I need you to pull up some people at Sony, but you're not going to do that, because all of a sudden you might be found in an elevator dead somewhere, homeboy. See, it's easy to throw another brother under the bus. If it was this important, why haven't you been saying this for the last 20 years? You've been famous for 20 years, sir. You've been world famous for 20 years. Why didn't you start talking this then? Why did you wait till now? Why kick a man when he down? Did you take into consideration those young ladies who have been essayed over the last 33, 34 years and their feelings? But you wanted to embarrass them. And and people are going to say, well, it's about that paper, man. But at what point I'm talking directly to my community, Black people in these United States of America. And if it ain't you, shut up. When are we going to stop saying it's about that paper, man? It's about that bag. When is the bag? No, it's not worth it. See, because you're not thinking about the other victims. You're thinking about embarrassing one individual and his family. 6, 7 children of his mother, and him. But did you really want to hurt his children? I don't think you wanted to hurt his children, because you being a father, I don't think you want to hurt us. You want to embarrass him. But now his children have to carry this for the rest of their lives. Should this story been told? Probably should have been told. But why should we relive something and make these young ladies relive it, and make some of these young men relive it? And these people in this video, I'm sorry. Call me a monster. Say whatever you want to say about me. I don't have one iota of empathy for anybody in these videos besides the lady who sued right out the gate. He got to her, and she immediately fired back to no avail. But guess what? She tried to regain her dignity. She had to relive this. She probably put this in the back resources of her mind and attempted to bury it every single day. This lady said she walked down the street, saw the man, and threw up. How many other people throwing up? But ain't nobody thinking about those people. It's about the bag. Hey man, it's about their money. But guess what, man? Black folks, if y'all don't stop this damn foolery about money, then don't get mad at these white folks for exploiting us, for stealing all ideas, because it was about their money, man. I stole them ideas, black folks, because it's about their money. About enslaving us. We enslaved y'all because it was about that money. The way we treat y'all, we can't let y'all better than us, and y'all more creative than us, and y'all more artistic than us. We can't let y'all get in front because it's about that money. But you don't like that. You don't want to be treated like trash, but you will allow an individual to treat somebody else like trash about the bag. Because it's about the bag. See, it ain't about the bag. It's about humanity, man. Long time ago, around 30 years ago, the brother Jay from X-Clan said, is it about humanity or is it about vanity? See, it's about humanity. Because all you same people who get this video number one, present company included. I'm gonna go on Air Monday and talk about this on another one of my podcasts and potentially gonna get paid off that. I'm just as bad. I'm the same hypocrite that I'm calling you. But guess what, man? Somebody got to say something, man. We have to stop exploiting each other for capital gain. If capitalism is ruling your life, then your history is in vain. I'm my ancestors' greatest dreams. No, you're not. If you're enjoying this, if you're participating in the exploitation of our people, you're not. You are their damn nightmare. You are the coon that you call a bunch of other black folks. You're that. You're that. You're that coon. You're that detriment. You're the problem. And we have to get out of this nonsense, man. We can no longer do this. Come on, man. It's the middle of the day, and folks is all on Instagram, all on Facebook, all on TikTok, making videos about the Sean Combs incidences, not paying attention to who else this is hurting. This is a problem, and this is the culture of the United States of America and the culture of the entertainment industry. The casting couch. Remember, what's his name? Harvey Weinstein is incarcerated now for this same kind of behavior. Sean Combs is incarcerated right now because of his behavior. But guess what? What about the literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of people who are hurt and destroyed behind the culture of entertainment, which is the exploitation of artists? I don't want to rap about this. I don't want to sing about this. I don't want to be in this movie. I don't want to show my behind. I don't want to show my breasts. I don't want to do full frontal. I don't want to be exploited. But if you want to be famous, you must denigrate yourself. And then the world will step back and say, it's your fault. See, you should have. You should have known. I would have never. But then at the same time, simultaneously, the culture dictates the money is important. So are you going to stay in mainstream in accordance to what the mainstream says and go along with the bag and the money and the torture? Or are you going to stand up as a human being and fight this foolishness? And that's where we are. The culture of America is to take money at any cost. See, how many of us, if you doubt what I'm saying, all you have to do is all you do is go by any one of your friends' house this Sunday. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, Thursday night, there's going to be a bunch of people sitting in front of the TV that look like me watching the NFL. I'm not going to be one of them. I'm not going to be one of them. You know why? Because one of our brothers got information and started enlightening himself. You know what our brother did? He started protesting police brutality. And the National Football League said, no, the hell you not. You got to get the hell up out of here. And we still watch. Because it's entertainment. Why would I stop entertaining myself, rap? Because what they doing? Because you're financing your oppression. Because you can't tell me Jerry Jones and other billionaires are not supporting Dickhead 6 that's in the at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Y'all know they're giving him money. Y'all know they gave him money to get there because he's making sure the richest of the rich maintain their fortune. So why wouldn't they support him? But why would you support him is the question. Because your black ass, your white ass, your working class ass, your Latino ass, your Asian ass ain't gonna have no fucking life insurance in a few weeks. They arguing about SNAP benefits, blowing up boats, and we worried about this. See, as I stated Saturday, it's a controlled chaos to divert your attention on things that will not affect you. It is dozens and dozens and maybe even hundreds of people affected by this man. But the culture of entertainment does not affect enough people to make a difference. But you know what the culture of SNAP benefits does, Medicaid does, Medicare does? You are not paying attention to that because we're talking about Brother Combs and the entertainment industry and things that have been done as of 2024 on back to 1994. And this is the problem, man. See, we can't fix this without fixing us. What's important to you? What's the meaning of crime? Is fighting crime, is that an issue? Oh man, there's too many criminals. Really? And there's 320 million people in America and less than 5 million, less than 6 million of them are incarcerated. That means that probably another 2 million are probably participating in nefarious activities. So is crime really a problem? But they got you believing that. They got you talking about Brother Combs. They got you talking about all this other foolishness. And now they're talking about the stripping of your rights. The fact that my daughter has less rights in these United States than I had when I was born. 28 years later, 28 years as of tomorrow. Happy birthday to my baby. 28 years later. She got less rights than I had the day she was born. But we're not talking about that. But we are talking about Brother Combs, Badboy Entertainment, Suge Knight, Tupac, Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. Biggie Smalls. We talking about that. Number one thing on Netflix. Oh, man, did he get this dude killed? Did he get that dude killed? Ha, 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 ha. Did he let the dude anally rape him? Ha, ha, ha. He's stupid. Ha, 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 ha. Victim shaming. Murderer shaming. All this stuff. But you know what? When you talk about what the culture of America says, it's okay because you're getting paid. People getting sexually exploited. People being disregarded, taken advantage of. And we're not talking about the real issue, the exploitation. What would empower this dude to the point whereas he thinks it's okay to do this? How did he get away with it for 30 years? What happens if that Cassie? What happens if when Cassie's drove on him for the initial $25 million, he'd have paid it to her? It's still people being exploited. Who helped him cover it up? The culture. The culture helped him cover it up. The culture. I know I spelled that wrong. Oops. Help me, help me, help me. The culture. The culture. What's the culture? Is it entertainment? Is it good music, good vibes, or is it the destruction? Is it the poison that's being poured into the ears of our youth? Is it the poison that's being poured into the spirits of our friends and family members? Is that the culture we're participating in? Because if that's the case, NDRE and Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, they talking about spirituality. They talk about upliftment. They talk about love. The late great D'Angelo, Maxwell, Babyface. Why ain't they on top? I'm sick of this foolish music. Really? Are you really sick of this stuff? Because the culture say we're not. My butthole is brown and my vagina is pink. And y'all made this young lady a millionaire. She the hottest thing smoking. But that's the same culture as this brother promotes. Combs, he's a product of the culture. He didn't create this. Because guess what? Weinstein in jail for the same thing. Epstein dead for the same thing. The president is potentially on trial for the same thing. And ain't nobody talking about that. We focused on Combs and we focused on a dude with a hidden agenda. And man, he's disgusting. How could he do this? Because we allowed it. We allowed it. Because he's rich and he's famous. He's powerful, and I'll subject myself to anything to be ridiculously underpaid. Robert Townsend, see, the beauty in being a little older. Our brother Robert Townsend, Chicago's finest, West Side in the building at all times. But Robert Townsend told us about this 41 years ago with a movie called Hollywood Shuffle. And guess what? At the end of Hollywood Shuffle, he refused to shuck and jive, and he went and got a job at the post office. Because at some point, you have to say, it ain't worth being sexually assaulted as a man by a man. It's not worth being sexually assaulted by strangers, by being a young lady, because I'm going to have to carry, both parties are going to have to carry that into perpetuity. You don't forget being sexually assaulted. You don't forget being drugged. You don't forget these things. And again, I keep harping on the fact that this brother is putting he has the chemicals to put this stuff in baby oil. He has the stick-to-itiveness to put things in play and exploit the hell out of people. And we allowed it because it's about that paper, man. That's why y'all allow people to talk about murder, death, and killing in this music, because it's a vibe. It's the culture. The culture allows you to allow him to denigrate our folks. And then you get mad when the police shoot us. This ain't rap culture. This ain't hip-hop culture. This is the entertainment culture. Because the hip-hop culture, I don't know where the hell y'all been, but hip-hop culture was created because the Aces and the Spades were killing each other. And Bambaataa and his crew created hip-hop to dance and create things, and that was the way they were going to battle. And then in the 80s came, you still had Run DMC. They weren't talking about murder, death, kill. You had Just Life, the original gangster, PSK, Parkside Killers. They telling you, don't do this. Ice-T, don't, Precautionary Tales. NWA at the beginning, Precautionary Tales. They'll say Ice-T, everybody who was the Ghetto Boys, Precautionary Tales, and then y'all start paying people and start immersing yourselves in murder, death, kill. And y'all allowed the machine called the music industry, the culture of entertainment, to take part of rap, because it ain't hip-hop culture. If you need to, leave a comment in this, and I'll do a whole episode on hip-hop culture. It's not this. Precautionary tales are being told. Murder, death, kill is on the screen, but it's not the prevailing thought. Don't do this. It's the prevailing thought. Don't tell me about sexualizing women, because if y'all don't ever shut down the porn industry, don't talk to me about hip-hop. Don't talk to me about hip-hop. If you don't want to talk about violent music, don't talk to me about, until you shut down rock music, don't talk to me about hip-hop. They talking about killing their parents. They talking about killing their significant others. They talking about they ODing on dope all the time. So please, I don't know if many other cultures talked about be a father to your child, LOG and the Bulldog, safe sex, KRS-One BDP, protect the community, proud to be black. I mean, exclaim. I mean, come on. Hip hop does all that. Oh, they don't make music like that. Nah, you're too obtuse to look for the music instead of just allowing the system that hates you to push that to you. How many of y'all, how many Stevie Wonder songs where your favorite song was played on the radio? None. Marvin Gaye? None. Barry White? None. And any of the greats from the late 50s to today, your favorite song is never the one they play on the radio. It's oh man, track 8 though. But y'all allow us to be pushed into the foolishness to be pushed into the forefront because it got a nice beat. You rock to it. And if you have a problem with hip hop again, let me rewind to 1999, the second Wu-Tang Forever album. And when Master Killer said, "The dumb will be mesmerized by the drum," that's hip hop. The dumb will be mesmerized by the drum. Meaning y'all gonna hear and y'all gonna see and hear anything, and because it has a beat, you're gonna vibe to it. So don't tell me it's the culture. It's the culture of entertainment. Hip hop. This is not hip hop culture. This is entertainment culture. This is, I'm Harvey Weinstein. I got enough money, and I'm gonna pull out my penis and sexually assault people. This is all these other people in Hollywood doing it. This is all the people we've heard dozens upon hundreds upon thousands of stories about the entertainment world exploiting women, denigrating women, disrespecting women, and doing this. And then we found out when Harvey came along, allegedly Kevin Spacey was doing it to men, allegedly. But men have been essayed as well. Terry Crews get his penis grabbed by some creep. And what about the stories that aren't being told? Again, that's what I talked when I brought up the pain When I brought up the pain, it ain't just the pain of this story. It's the pain that we allow people to be allowed to be inflicted upon people because of the culture of entertainment. Yeah, that's what time it is. And let's talk about the most important thing, the embarrassment. See, I understand that some people, man, Loose Change, he's supposed to tell this story. 50 Cent supposed to tell this story. See, this had to be exposed. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Well, you could, what you could have did, Curtis. You could have took your ass to the DA and presented all this information and ensured this brother get incarcerated, and then these people would have had justice. These people would have had justice. But no, we don't want to talk about the women who have been disrespected, denigrated, and reduced to nothing. But we want to talk about it now because I can embarrass Combs. No. Do you know what I mean? Thousands, tens of thousands of women have been disrespected in the entertainment world and this culture, in the culture of entertainment. The embarrassment that these women had to face, the embarrassment that these men had to face, the denigration and the theft. How many times have you heard, man, that dude died poor? He wrote all those songs. He ain't get no money for it. That's the embarrassment of it. Because who wants to, look, who wants to go on TV and say, hey, man, I poured my entire life into something I ain't get nothing for, but that guy is rich. And then don't act like we don't know it. Because if you ever watch the TV show The Sopranos, our brother Bokeem Woodbine played a guy who was in the music industry and was suing one of Tony Soprano's homies for stealing the rights of his uncle's music. And even Tony Soprano was like, his man Hesh was like, yeah, we co-wrote some songs. And even Tony said, let's not be ridiculous, Hesh. Some black guys wrote a song and you put your name on it. See, this isn't anything new, but we allow this culture to permeate because what did I say at the top of the show? Because it's about some money. It's about money. See, you ain't happy with $300,000 or $400,000 a year. You must denigrate yourself to get $1 million. But then when you get the money and you don't have yourself, what do you have? Nothing. You have nothing. You're worthless to yourself. You have zero value to yourself. But hey, you got that money though. No, you got that paper though, baby. I got that paper because I don't have myself. I don't have no pride. My mama can't look me in the face. My daddy turning his nose up at me. But I got that paper though. So I get these hangers on, men and women hangers on. And I had an adoration of the world and the respect of no one. So while we pointing the finger at Combs, he's a product of this ugly machine. When we're laughing at some of the people in these videos, I want y'all to think about some of these sisters, some of these brothers that, damn it, they are embarrassed to no belief. They are embarrassed beyond belief when this video is being played, when Curtis Jackson is exploiting our brothers and sisters. That's what we're talking about. Curtis Jackson and he's in the system again, that culture. Again, the culture, the system, the man per se, he is laughing at us because they don't have to kill us anymore. We'll poison ourselves. We'll disrespect each other. But hey, because I got to get that paper, man. It's that bag, right? It's to the point where we pretend to have arguments on Instagram with our significant others, and you can't take me on a tea date. You can't take me on a coffee date. You got to take me and spend $200, and you don't even know me. And then the whole world starts talking about it. You got to feed my children, and even though they're not your children, feed the children. And then the whole world starts talking about it. And then the rich continue to get richer, and you continue to destroy yourself, and y'all don't even realize the embarrassment that we're inflicting upon ourselves because now Black women look like gold diggers and trifling S words, skank. And Black men look like cheap deadbeat individuals. How many times you need to go to the currency exchange, get a roll of quarters, stand in front of the ass kicking machine while you put quarters in it and wonder why your ass is bleeding, Black people? We're inflicted it on ourselves now. It's okay to let some of the money drift on down the river at the expense of our community, you shouldn't want to embarrass anybody in this community. Because, as the great Dr. King said, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. Embarrassment of Brian HRap B. Williams is embarrassment of you. Remember, if you have a specific age, when we used to watch the news or watch something, and you used to say, you hear, and this dude did the dumbest ish we've ever heard of. And we used to sit there and go, oh, don't let him. Yes, he's not black. Because it was an embarrassment to us all. Not because what somebody else said, but because we're better than that. At what point are we going to get better than that again? Ladies and gentlemen, haters and bitter friends, we need to be better and we need to do better. We need to see better. Stop saying all of our kids, all of these kids are bad. So again, let me give you the stats again. It's less than 6 million people incarcerated in the United States of America. Most of them are not black. So why do you assume all of our children are bad? Why do you assume all our women are gold-digging hussies? Why do you assume all our men are trifling, deadbeat, lazy mofos? Because we're not. We're not. We are not. If we are using all the drugs and we are doing all the crime, why in the hell is everybody else still poor? Why is everybody else still damn poor? Why is it a white dude suffering right now, blaming somebody else? See, this is a hamster wheel that we all willingly jumped upon. The hamster wheel, one of the motors or the speeds on the hamster wheel started in 1865 at the emancipation, because the rich white folks said, see, them damn enslaved people, that's why your ass ain't got no job. Hate them because they got the job that your white ass ain't never had. You know, your ass wasn't never picking no damn cotton. You wasn't never in the fields. You wasn't never roping cattle. You wasn't doing none of that. Cowboy. What do they call black man to denigrate him? Boy. So you know damn well it wasn't your white ass. You know it wasn't your white ass. But you wasn't in the fields because we were out there. So what jobs did we beat y'all out of? You want to be a slave? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. But see, y'all, and then they start hating us, and they created the Ku Klux Klan. They played the Black Knights, and they created Red Line, and then they created discriminatory practice. And you got some deadbeat white dude who he 30 cents away from a quarter hating me. Then they start hating. Then here we go. Fast forward 160 years. The damn Latinos, they're taking our jobs. How many damn times must you fall for the banana in the tailpipe, black man? White man, American, United States citizen. Come on, man. Stop chasing money, man. We got to get paid so money connects. But I'd rather be broke and have a whole lot of respect. It's the principle of it. Shout out to OC. That's the truth, man. It's enough money out here for everybody. I keep telling y'all, 1/2 of 1%, 1/2 of 1% of the population support you, and you be richer than you ever thought. 300 million. Do the math. Go to your calculator right now, because y'all ain't gonna do no real math. Go to your calculator. Put in 1/2 of 1%, which is 0.5. 0.5 divided by 320 million. That's how many people you need to support you to be richer than you ever thought. So when somebody say, hey, man, you know, let me slap the hell out your mama for $1 million. Hell no, you can't slap my mama for $1 million. Hell no, I'm not slapping my lady for $1 million. Hell no, I'm not slapping my brother for $1 million. Hell no, I'm not shucking and jiving and tap dancing for $1 million. Because I take $250,000 and just do what I did, man. 500,000 people tapped into me, to rap. So what the hell you need to shuck and jive and make a clown of yourself and accept BS? People, entertainment people, all I want you to know is this. If you make a CD or some music now, put it on Apple Music, and they sell it for $10 each, if 25,000 don't sell it, I'm done talking. You good. 25,000 people. You ain't gold, you ain't platinum, but you ain't working. You ain't working. So, people, as I've said on this show, if I said it one time, I said it 10,000 times. God didn't make any zeros. You have a talent that you can exploit. You can be, if it's sewing, if it's knitting, hell, if you the lyingest joker in the world, make it, write a damn book. You are creative as all get out because you just lie every day. You got a new story for everybody every day. Write haikus, short stories, and put them out. You can write a book. You can write a book. Put all those lies together in one big lie and call it a book. Put it on Amazon. They'll help you make your cover. They'll help you decide if you want it to be hardcover and paperback. And then whatever you want to do, you can charge $50 for your book, and then they want $6 to ship it, and they want $6 to print it. People. It's a way to get paid without exploiting and denigrating yourself and others. And you don't have to disrespect yourself, your parents, your elders, or your ancestors. You don't have to hate anybody. You have to reduce yourself to anything. Just have pride in yourself. And with that being said, it's rap. Y'all already know. This might be the last time y'all see me till Saturday because I'm dealing with some things. But I had to do this afternoon. 2 fingers, 1 word, on rap, and I am.
Growth in wisdom, knowledge, you see, self-understanding and self-discovery, healthy relations, self-control, all those things are hateful. But this is the only way a minority can rule over a majority of people, is by turning their minds backwards so that they love the things that destroy them and hate the things that move them forward. In order for these people to rule over us, we must hate learning. It has to be built into us. We must think that we can't do math. Because you see, if we do math, if we were into learning, if we were into research and into thinking and into, real philosophical ideas and abstractions, we would defeat those people. They know it. So consequently, what they must do is rob you of all of these things so that they may stay in there.